just the new guys, and I just want to thank all the guys in the past that I've played with, Nick Bradford, Paul Pierce, Raven Friends, all those guys. Appreciate them for showing me the ropes. And Billy Thomas, definitely, he really helped me out a whole lot because he really helped me learn the experience. I was playing behind him my first year here, and he was the main person that really stuck with me and told me little mistakes, even when coach was yelling at us and stuff, and told me to keep my head straight, not really worry about what coach is saying, just try to focus on the task at hand. But I'm going to take a lot of time. I'm going individually. B. Nash, a.k.a. Skater. That's my boy. Really been fun playing with you this first year. Just keep working on your game, man. You got a lot of bright spots ahead of you. Todd Kappelman, real good guy. I didn't know how cool he was till a couple weeks ago. We were rooming together. I always knew he was a cool guy, but we roomed together a couple days ago on a trip, and me and Todd just hit it off really good. I never thought it would happen. And Lewis, new guy, I call him KC, because he always trying to brag how good Kansas City is. Brett Ballard, he's a real good guy. Real quiet most of the time, but I appreciate him a lot too. And the person that appreciates probably playing for Kansas more than anybody in the world, Chris Zerby. Then the sophomore class, you guys, Kirk, Nick, and Drew, you guys have really, helped the program. Y'all had a lot of responsibility, more than I had my first 2 years here, and you guys have really stepped up and really carried the tradition on that we're trying to keep going here at Kansas. So you guys, if we don't win it this year, which I hope we do, you guys just keep the tradition going, and y'all are Kansas basketball for the future. Real good guy. Had to beat up on him his freshman year when they played at Texas by like 30 or something like that. But I'm glad to have him here. I hope he gets his back together and feels a lot better. And Jeff Carey, man, I always get on Jeff Carey because he redshirted and he has one more year left. Another conditioning test, 33s, practice, sprints, everything. So he's not done, so he'll probably be one of the few guys who has 5 conditioning tests and has to go through it 5 times. Eric, man, Eric's just Eric. Just Eric. Says some of the craziest things in the world. And even after you go back and try to explain to him what he said wrong, he still thinks he's right. But I know Eric for a real long time, maybe since like junior year in high school. We were on Nike camp teams together. He used to always try to tell me, because he kind of knew he was going here early, Kenny needed to come to Kansas, and it was a great decision for me, and glad I followed him, and it's been great playing with you, man. Now to the coaches. Coach Miller. Well, first off, I want to say thanks to Matt Doherty. He's doing a great job at Carolina. He was here my first year. He was one of probably the toughest coach I ever played for. He's just always on you. He's real intense, real competitive, and still now, each year, even though he's been gone a couple years, he sends me a birthday, faxes. He sends me a card or something just to say happy birthday, and when he doesn't even have to do that, and I don't even play for him anymore. So thanks, Matt Doherty. Keep up the hard work. And Coach Miller, we always tease him. We try to find out what his middle name is. We know it's an A. We know the initial is an A. So I think last year Nick Bradford just started calling. Couldn't figure out what it was, so he started calling him Ben Arsenio Miller. Because I still don't know his middle name to this day. So thanks, Coach Miller. You're real competitive. I like how you're real intense in practice. Sometimes you explain the drills a little bit too much. But you do a good job, and I appreciate you a whole lot, man. Thanks. I'm Coach Holliday. Me and Coach Holliday has a lot of humor, funny guy. And the only time I ever had problems with Coach Holliday is when I didn't go to class, because he's over academics. And you know, if Coach Holliday is calling your house, you know you messed up. You did something wrong. You didn't go to class, or you missed study hall or something like that. So Coach Holliday has been a real great guy, showed a lot of humor, and I just want to thank you too. Coach Doherty, he's the coach that recruited me. Just always bonded with him off jump. Really hung out in his office a lot my first couple years. He probably gets mad because I don't come by as much anymore, but I've learned the ropes around here a little bit, so I don't need as much advice, so that's probably why I don't come by as much to the office to see how you're doing. But I thank Coach Doherty. You're going to be a great head coach one day, and I know you had opportunities possibly to leave in the past, but you stuck with us guys, and we just feel privileged to play for you, and you're just real competitive, and we just want to thank you for being here. Last but not least, Coach Williams. I know he's about to cry because he does it every year. But Coach Williams, it's just been a fun experience. He's been real hard on me. I think initially, lots were expected out of me as a player because people knew I could jump and dunk and things like that. But times were hard, you know, for a little while around here for me because injuries, and I just couldn't live up to my capabilities. I didn't play as well as I wanted to at times, and I feel privileged that I'm having a pretty good senior year and we're winning and things like that. But Coach Williams he stuck behind me regardless. Not saying I like everything he does, but he stuck behind me, whether it was me missing free throws or me not boxing out. Those are the two things that I really struggle with, boxing out and things like that. And he's just always been there. And knew initially he's a good guy. When he came on my home visit to recruit me, he said freshmen have to go to church the whole first semester, every Sunday. And that just showed a lot about his character. And Coach just really stuck with me. Hopefully we can have a great tournament run just to fulfill your dreams and our dreams. But I really appreciate you, sticking around here for one more year. I know when I met with you this summer when you were contemplating whether you were going to leave or stay, I met with you. Me and Nick Collison were the last two people to see you before you left town. And I met with you last, and I knew at that time you were really confused. You didn't know what you wanted to do. But the thing I tried to give to you and help you with advice, you've always given me so much advice, the thing I tried to tell you is go with your heart. Go with the best thing what's best for you. I mean, you had so many reasons for possibly wanting to leave in. Coach there, Coach Smith, you're from Carolina, or your family's there. So if you would have left, I would have been disappointed, but I wouldn't have been mad. I mean, because you had so many great reasons for possibly wanting to leave. And you're a strong person for, sticking around here and sticking with the fans and all us players. But Coach, you just really been, inspiration for me. Even though at times, at first, I had a hard time grasping the whole philosophy of Kansas basketball. Finally, probably the last year and a half, I've understood, the things you tried to teach us. And I just want to thank you a whole lot. And hopefully, you can fulfill your dream by winning the national championship. And I hope I can be a part of it. Thanks a lot.